gosh.
Hey, I'm Sam. I'm gonna teach you how to backside 180 today. I don't know why I told you my name was Sam. You guys know that by now, if you've seen any of my videos. I'm gonna stop talking. Alright, so backside 180. It's a pretty beginner trick, so if you guys are already like freaking pro skateboarders, I recommend clicking away from this video. But if you want to learn how to back 180 and you don't know how, here you go. I actually learned backside flips before back 180s because I'm a big idiot. Because a backside flip is blatantly harder than a back 180. But there was something with a back 180, like getting the board to stick to my feet when I was younger, that I just didn't understand. And then I figured out how. So I'm gonna try to teach you how I learned how to do that. Alright, so foot positioning with the back 180 is basically like an ollie. So back foot right here, front foot right below the bolts. That's how I do an ollie. You might want to have your toes a little more towards this edge because you do scoop it just a little bit. You don't really have to scoop it that much. In fact, you could just do basically just an ollie and then pivot it in midair. But it does help if you put your back foot a little closer to this edge so you can get more scoop action going on right there. So when I did back 180s and I learned how to do them, at first basically what I did is I almost did just an ollie, turned it slightly, landed on the nose, and pivoted. And the better you get at back 180s, the more you don't have to pivot. You can actually just like do an ollie and back 180 and land like that. A lot of the back 180s I do actually still pivot because I kind of like how the pivot looks, as long as you don't, you know, over pivot too much, you know what I'm saying? But when you're learning, you can basically just do a 90-degree ollie, which is just this. Kind of land nose heavy and just pivot the nose like that, and that does count as a back 180 if you do it quick enough. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get some speed. You don't have to get a ton of speed, but back 180s are 50 times harder just standing stationary, not moving. So get rolling a little bit, and then you want to twist your shoulders like this, backside. If your back is the thing turning this way, does that make sense? Not your front turning this way, that's front side. If your back is going like that, that's backside. So what I do is I start bending my knees and I kind of rotate my shoulders like this, and when I get about right here, I start to pop, and then I finish the rotation in midair with my shoulders. That's how the backside 180 works, is like it rotates with your shoulders, and then you just kind of whip it around, and it works. The thing that for me was hard is keeping it under my feet for some reason, and now it seems really easy, so it's kind of hard to imagine it going off of your feet like every try, but that's what happened. So what I recommend doing is basically just try to do a 90-degree ollie. You don't even have to try to land a backside 180, just try to commit to a 90-degree ollie, land like this, and then just step off your board like this. I'll show you. Just like that. So basically what I did right there, it didn't look like I did anything, but basically what I did right there is just an ollie, land 90, and then just step off your board. Because if you can do that, you can definitely do a back 180, because the only difference between that and doing a back 180 is you can pivot the rest of the motion to roll away, fakie, or switch, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I would keep on practicing that motion, just trying to go 90, and make sure you land on the board, because if you just don't commit to it, then of course it's going to come off your feet because you're not committing to it. And you actually don't have to do like the world's biggest ollie ever. You can barely pop an ollie and actually do a back 180. In fact, I just remembered this. This is something I did before I learned back 180s, and it does kind of help you with the motion of turning your shoulders, so I'm going to show you real quick. It's not a back 180, but it's a back 180 revert. And that right there isn't really, you know, a trick. It's not like a back 180 or anything like that. But it does give you the motion of turning your shoulders, winding up, that kind of stuff. So maybe learn that. If you're having a lot of trouble with back 180s, maybe learn that just to get that backside motion going on. And one thing that really helped me is I actually tried to do a back 180 over something. For some reason, if I didn't have something to go over, it was way harder for me. So I would try to find like a crack and just try to do a little back 180 over the crack. Because that's how I learned. I don't know why, but it just clicked in my head more when I tried to go over something. So let's find a crack. There's a crack. I'm gonna do it over that. Hey crack, how are you? And I'm gonna show you what a lot of people do when they're learning how to back 180. It's kind of what I did, but it's basically when you ollie, land in a nose manual for a second, and just pivot around. And once you learn how to back 180, doing this is way harder than doing a back 180, but it does help some people. So I'll show you what that looks like. So yeah, as you can see on that one, you pretty much don't even do a 180. You basically just ollie, turn a little bit, land on the nose, and pivot. So if you learn how to do that and rotate your shoulders, you're basically just doing a back 180. So just try to ollie a little higher, try to rotate a little more, and you will get it. For sure, bro. All right, so I'm gonna go through all the steps of a back 180 right here. So first you're gonna put down your skateboard. Then you're going to push, twist your shoulders, and then right when you get about here, you're going to pop and then pivot. So I'm gonna show you in that order right here. All right, so push, spin these, twist shoulders, pop, pivot. Just like so. There's really not much more to the back 180. I'm gonna try to show like a first person view, just to show you guys don't really have to do a big ollie. You can just do a little baby ollie and pivot the rest. So hopefully this looks okay. You really just have most of your weight on your front foot so that you can pivot the back foot slash tail around. I'm burping. And then once you get good at just doing a 90-degree pivot with the back 180, you can actually do like a full rotation, which probably looks better, but it's also kind of stylish to do a little pivot action, so really whatever you want, but they're both fun. Once you guys learn back 180s, you can do other cool backside tricks like backside flips, big flips, bigger flips, and biggest flips. I think I made up that last one. I'm sure someone has done that though. Or if you're like me, you learn backside flips first because you're an idiot. So I hope that helps you guys learning back 180s if you don't know how to do them already. It's really not that complicated of a trick. You basically just twist your shoulders and pivot. And then once you get good at it, you don't even have to pivot. You can just turn the entire way. So I hope that guys helps you. Oh my gosh. I hope that helps you guys, and that's pretty much all I have to say. Keep on practicing. I'm gonna do a coffee flip. You ready? Ready for this first try? Dang, that was actually pretty good. Goodbye. Second try, here we go. Wow, I am stupid. I'm not stupid, I'm awesome. I'm great. Oh my! First try! First try?
Went up.
Wow, that was